All right. Welcome back to the More Than Different podcast with your co-hosts, Brendan and Colin McNamara. We haven't been on in about 3 weeks. It's great to be back, but it has been an eventful last couple weeks and month of August. So had to come on here and talk a bit about what we've been up to and connect back with our audience. C-Mac, how are you?
Pretty good. I think a lot's changed since the last time we spoke. I think
Sure
we got
has.
calling in from new places. We're looking a little better. We got some better merch on us, and I
Yeah.
can't complain. Life's good, baby.
You know, our last episode was moving forward. I think we've moved
Holy
forward in
shit,
some
that's
great ways.
unbelievable.
I think we have some momentum right now that we've maybe never had. We'll get right into what's new, actually, while we're at it. If you're on the YouTube here, which we do get a decent amount of YouTube views, so you guys should be looking on your attention. These MTD rope hats are live on morethandifferent.com right now. I've been pulling for these for months. We worked on them. They had a model that they said were going to be done by July 4th. CMAC, we made a mistake in the past of not making the alterations we wanted to our last hats that we did about 2 years ago. CMAC said, not good enough. Go back to the goddamn drawing board. And these fellas, wherever the hell they did these out of, went back to the damn drawing board and did the damn job, because these things are unbelievable. You got the logo on the back. And by the way, we didn't even market them as having the inside action. Other way. But there's some major detail on the inside. So go on morethandifferent.com and get yourself an MTD rope hat. These things are unbelievable.
Brian, you know what they say? You measure twice and you cut once. All right. We made that mistake the first time. And that's a saying that's carried over for hundreds of years, and it stays so true. Measure twice, cut once, baby. So,
well, you sure did, because I remember telling you, like, let's just get these things out. You said
yeah, you
patience,
wanted some junk
patience.
in your hand just as soon as possible.
Yeah, patience is what do they say? Patience is a virtue. It certainly is a value, and maybe
Wow,
it'll
look at us, baby. We're flying around
we're
with nice
flying
little.
right now. Thank God you did take our time, because these were worth the wait. They made their appearance at the tournament, which we'll get into, and they did some numbers. A lot of sales, a lot of people loved them, a lot of people got their hands on them, and now they are on our website, morethandifferent.com. Go shop the rope hats. They match with the emblem shirt that's been out for months. So a big jump for us from our last hats that we had, which were all right, but these are as good as it gets. You want to talk hats? I'll put these hats up against any
We
hat.
should have an episode for the hats, honestly. Like
Yeah,
this really shouldn't do it justice. I mean, this is the best thing to date we've ever had, and I think probably the best thing to date a lot of other brands have had. I think we show up a lot of brands that are established. You know, some might say are more established than us, but look, we're going to keep it in house. We're going to plug away. I think this is just a stepping stone to. I think we might to. You know, I'm not going to get ahead of ourselves, but to an elite and a very fruitful fall and winter. I
yeah,
think we're hitting, but Brent and I are hitting our stride. We've got some momentum that you can't pass up. It's momentum once in a lifetime type of stuff. So we're on cloud nine right now. We're just gonna keep rolling.
yeah. Momentum is it's rolling right now. We got to keep our foot on the gas, but we'll get into what's created a lot of that momentum. It's been a long summer that all built toward the More Than Different Basketball Tournament. Our second annual happened on August 19th at Duggar Park. And man, was it a special day. Talking to the champ himself, but extends well beyond the basketball that made it such a memorable day, and one that reminds you how worth it is when you have these long days, tedious days, frustrating days, days of despair, and wondering if, really pushing this thing is worth it. And then you have something like that, and it reminds you that it's all damn worth it.
It all was. You know what? Before we go further, and yeah, I want to ask the people, is it a bad look to win your own tournament? Look, just I don't know, put a better team in there. I don't know what to tell you. Everyone's reaching out the night before, like trying to get a spot as if like it wasn't a real deal and up until the night before. But hey, put a better team in. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. But with that being said, huge shout out to everyone that showed up. I couldn't thank anyone enough. I mean, like the competition was absolutely elite. Um, the weather was perfect. We even had a live jazz concert across the street. Shout out to our sponsors, big time.
Yep. Let's run them off here.
Yeah, let's run
Monotony
through. Yeah,
Grill,
so Monotony Grill, a shot for life.
Gold Standard Hoops,
Yeah,
and Brunt Goddamn Workwear.
Run goddamn workwear and Spence runs. I appreciate everybody who sponsored us. Now, what people don't know, we probably need to do a better job of, is this tournament raises money for a local college scholarship fund. All that profit from the sponsorships and from the teams, and obviously all the food revenue that goes straight towards our scholarship fund. So we're sitting up north of $1,500 this year, which is awesome. We're gonna look to split that up probably 3 ways, so we can have at least 3 recipients of the second annual More Than Different Scholarship Fund. So we're really proud to kind of bring the community together and try and help people pursue their dreams and goals like we have in our mission statement, with our lives, and obviously hopefully can touch others and help them kind of surpass and reach goals that they have. With that being said, I don't really want to talk more about me holding up my own trophy. You know what I mean?
I'll toot your horn. I got you. I'll tell you, it's a different level. It is a different level of savagery to come in there and win your own tournament. There was a lot of speculation about your team, including me, had my concerns that you guys were going to be an easy out in the first round. That certainly wasn't true. And probably the betting favorite going in, though we did have some folks the night before at dinner where we went to the Monotony Grill, our sponsor. Shout out to them for a nice little dinner with a good amount of folks. Some of my friends said, they would put their money on CMAX. So clearly they went away with some good earnings. But I'd say the betting favorite was probably Keene State because they brought a legitimate college team, and they're one of the better teams in the country.
You were probably up there too. You two were the favorites.
Yeah, and the white team.
White team was pretty good too. Yeah. So look, I think the competition was there. Look, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it once. We just went from the 2023 MTD Basketball Tournament now rolling into the 2024 MTD Classic. Yeah. I think we deserve that name after what we're doing. It's only going to get bigger. And like Brennan said, like it's not all glorious. Like the path to putting this tournament together can be very ugly and gruesome. Just calling food trucks left and right, getting permits with the town of Medford, tracking down teams, raising money, getting snacks at BJ's at 9:30 on a Tuesday. Like it's not all glorious, but it's so worth it when you have such a great day like that, where you can see so many people come and support you, and they had a great time there. It's good basketball that the community needs, and that kind of brings a lot of people together that wouldn't necessarily be around each other. So really, I think it was a success to what our standards are, and what we're trying to push and grow, not just by selling clothes, but by trying to push a lifestyle. And I think it's just another stepping stone in the right direction.
Sure is a step in the right direction. And yeah, it wasn't easy. I didn't work all summer because I wanted to really focus on building toward this event and building the business. And certainly a lot of days, like I said, where it's, what am I doing? This doesn't feel like it's growing. But Rome wasn't built in one day, like we've said many times on this podcast before. And you have to be willing to take delayed gratification over instant gratification. And right when we got that permit, I remember you went to the meeting because I was away. You went, I think it was end of April or beginning of May. And that's when we said August 19th it is. And from then on, it's build, build, build. And you get yourself a special day and a lot to be proud of, but a lot to look forward to. And we got out a ton of content. Shout out to these video creators, man. They don't fucking
Dude, they're a different type of breed.
they're a different kind of relentless. I'll tell you, Ethan's View, first time I met him, awesome guy. He pumped out a 2 minute, 50-second look cinematic film capturing the tournament. Then this kid cut by Sut, absolute machine, comes out with another one. Then there's another kid who's there, George Madison, who I figured he might have forgot and didn't want to do it or something. This kid comes to me yesterday with another banger. So we have volume 3 coming out tomorrow, along with a total of 900 professional photos. 900.
Holy shit,
okay,
dude.
so we have content for days. We will not be lacking any marketing leading up to next year's because we will have a lot in the bank. A special day, man. Special day. And thank you to everyone who continues to believe in us and has loyalty. Doesn't go unnoticed. And I promise it's going to pay off because we're going to build this thing up together. Couldn't do it without.
Yeah, you know what? I was talking with my girlfriend Katie the other day, and we're talking about how, and she was mentioning how she is, looking down the road at her career path and thinking, I want to be able to be in a position when it's all said and done to say, I made the world a better place. I was able to impact people's lives. And kind of looking back in retrospect at this tournament and kind of why we started this brand, it's starting to hit us that we're starting to make small strides towards that. And I think, and the thing that I'm most happy about is I just moved into the city. Now I'm in South Boston. On Saturday afternoon, Brennan came into the city to go work out. I biked over to him, the Boston Common. We went and got lunch at the Halal guys, and we broke down our schedule for the next month or so. And, it got me more excited considering the fact that we're starting to grow up a little bit and hold ourselves accountable, becoming leaders in our own way. And I think it's symbolic because we're starting to grow in our own roles. Whereas, I think a lot of people that, don't have this platform, but that listen to us, you can start to feel that transition in your own sense. Right. And it's gratifying to feel like you're growing yourself. You know what I mean? And you don't need someone else to push you, and you're pushing yourself. You're being reliable towards yourself, not just others.
Yeah, I agree. And that, and the fact that as we continue to grow, it feels like, you have an obligation to deliver because you have support and people want to see our best stuff, whether it's merchandise, whether it's podcasts, whether it's events going forward. Hopefully next year, potentially, no promises, but maybe we will try to put together a women's tournament. I know we have high demand for that. A lot of great women's basketball players, girls basketball players in the area. There's no question we could put that on. So, people are relying on us, and we got to deliver. So not only is it self-accountability, but it's, understanding that others are, they just detect a pattern in our content, in our merchandise, and they want to see it. So we got to provide that content, provide that product. And I'll tell you what, man, back to these hats. These hats have been provided and they are out there. Abundance. There are copious amounts of hats in stock. So go get yourself one. Maybe get one for someone who needs a hat. Maybe they just have a bad haircut. Maybe they don't have much hair. I don't know what it is, but this hat will cover up all your flaws. And not that flaws are bad, not that they're bad, but this hat will temporarily mask them all. So get yourself an MTD emblem hat at morethandifferent.com. That sounds good to say. Morethandifferent.com. No longer mtdlifestyle.com. Morethandifferent.com. That's official stuff. C-Mac, any final thoughts on the tournament, on the month of August, on moving forward?
I think we attracted some new followers and people who probably never heard of the brand up until mid-August. So, if you guys are new to it, we try to bring you snippets about, how to improve your lifestyle, what the different lifestyles like, and our journey into, becoming the best version of ourselves and kind of carrying people and uplifting people along with it. So, more than different, it's not just here to host basketball tournaments. We're here to promote a lifestyle to help, improve people's lives and build stronger communities. So, come along for the ride and wear your merch while you're doing it.
I love it. I love it. Well said there. All right, we're going to get into our final segment. It's been a while, but the boys are out of retirement and we got to come with some fire. We have our MTD starting five. Today we have food, album, habit, show, and value. So a couple curveballs this week. We haven't done album before and we haven't done show. That is in exchange for song and movie, so a little different. So let's get into it. I'll start us off. I don't
Kick
mind.
us off.
It's about building rosters. Food. I'm gonna go chicken soup. You want to talk all reliable? Listen, you want to talk all reliable? You know what you're getting. Talk chicken soup. It was a bit of a chilly day. Don't ask me why mom and dad made chicken soup the other day, but they did. And God, it tasted like fall is around the corner, which I'm not upset about, and winter. And chicken soup is comfort food. You know what you're getting every time. You can't really screw it up.
What do they do on the court?
You know what you're getting out of them every day. It's kind of like a walking 10 and 10. It's a 10
Okay.
points, 10 rebounds. Like, you know what you're getting. It's going to do the job. You go up against a heavy hitter, you could be in trouble, but they can overachieve on any given day or underachieve, but you take your chances. Album. Give me Coloring Book by Chance the Rapper. You want to talk locker room, you want to talk just pure jovial energy. Give me Coloring Book. Takes me back to some great times. Nostalgia just flows through my body when I listen to that album, when I see that album cover. So big locker room guy, Coloring Book by Chance the Rapper. Habit. People aren't going to love this one, but I'll tell you it pays dividends because I used to do this quite a bit, and I just started the other day again because I felt my vocabulary coming off a little bit, because just like anything, if you stop practicing or stop reading a lot, some of your words will dissipate from your memory and you may not be as sharp as you once was. So, habit, reading the dictionary every day. Now, for me, that's verbal advantage, but you go through those levels, you look at those words and just remember them. Read through the definition, the context when you use them. The greatest advantage is being able to control the English language, and those who can speak well have a big advantage. So sharpen that toolbox, read a dictionary or get the book Verbal Advantage, which has been well documented on this podcast, and go through that every day. So that's my habit. Show, give me Seinfeld. If you remember last episode, I wore a George Costanza shirt, which we didn't talk about, but man, it needs no further justification. Seinfeld is the greatest sitcom of all time. It's really all there is to say. We're going to a Jerry Seinfeld stand-up comedy show August 7th, I believe. Me, you, mom, dad.
August?
Oh,
August?
October.
There you go. Yeah, okay. That's what I say.
So give me Seinfeld. You want to talk best ever? It's like getting LeBron in free agency. It's really all it is. Like there's not going to be much dispute. Value, give me persistence, and aligns with this whole summer as it pertains to us with the business, as it pertains to building toward the tournament. Some frustrating days, some contention, no doubt. You and I getting into it about all different disagreements and things, but we stuck with it. We were persistent, and that's what you need in a locker room. You need guys who can see through the tough days and know that better days lie ahead, and the reward is just so damn good that it's all worth it. So that's my starting five. Over to
That's
you.
you ended with a bang there. I mean, those last 3 to 4 were heavy hitters.
Yeah, and you just need your glue guy. Chicken soup's just my glue guy.
Chicken Sue's a good guy. In August, really? Okay.
No, I know the time, but I tell you, fall's around the corner, and we got to
Look,
lean into that. We're not
chicken soup might have been like LeBron James if you set him in the winter, but
That's true. Probably
you
lower
know what I
the
mean?
value.
So it's like that's like KG when he's on the Timberwolves the second time around. You know what I mean? Like he's not doing anything out there. Like
Yeah, all right, fair
he's
enough.
just out there yelling. Like, but hey, is what it is.
Right, over to you.
All right. So I'll kick it off with food. Um, gonna dig into a different culture here. I'm gonna go the hero. Um,
All right, there's
some might
speculation here. Is it
incorrectly
hero?
say,
Is it hero? Or is it hero? Is it gyro?
yeah, no, look, I'm not, you know what I mean, trying to culturally disrespect anybody here, but hero, it's definitely not Euro, something in that realm, but it's in that Peter roll, where you get that shaved chicken, that lamb, oh, whatever you want, pork, you want fries in there, sure, you want tzatziki, you want little tomatoes. Oh my God, lettuce, lechuga. Come on. I mean, that thing, I had that firsthand in Greece this spring, and that thing, I mean, it's to die for. I'd give my left arm for one of those. I seriously would. It's just Mediterranean in the summer. Oh, it's just something about it. I've been burying Mediterranean food recently. Boston kebab, falafel king. Anyways, those are just to list a few places that I hammer Mediterranean. Now, to put it in context, they're just good. A 6-man type of deal. It's not, not gonna win us a game, but brings the team together. Album Slauson Boy 2. This is Nipsey Hussle.
Right.
Reason being, I got new headphones after losing mine. My girlfriend got me a nice little pair and I lost them. So sorry about that, Katie. But got some new JBLs to celebrate my 1 year anniversary at work that my company helped me get. And
That's
slapped
love.
on Slauson Boy 2 the other day. I'll tell you right now, for anyone who hasn't heard Ocean Views, you guys are missing out, man. It's motivational excellence. And it's art, man. Just a real entrepreneurial, motivational person who's get used to get after it. It's something that you can't miss on. So a lot of gems in there. Ocean Views might be one of the greatest songs of all time, though. But Nipsey Hussle, Slauson Boy too. My value reliability. It's just everyone hates to work with someone that's unreliable. Um, you know what I mean? You
Like,
reliability is the value. Um, show. See, I'm between two of them here, but kind of piggybacking off what you went with. Actually, I'm gonna go a different route. I'm gonna say, um, I'm gonna say Stranger Things. It's just
no
it's
issue.
bringing back to the '80s. It had me rolling. Okay, I mean, I was so locked in. It's an all-time classic, instant classic, based on relatively true story. I mean, not really true, but like this laboratory out in the middle of nowhere in Indiana used to do research on paranormal activity and test on human subjects and whatnot. So it's kind of creepy stuff, but it's a classic. I mean, talk about something that really puts you on the edge of your seat and kind of makes you want to go back into the 80s a little bit. Um, and what's my last? Do I have two or one left?
You got one. You have habit.
Habit. Oh, this is a good one. Biking to work. I've
Oop.
been slinging the bike since I've been in Boston recently. Granted, I walked 13 miles in the city yesterday. It's a weird brag, but I've been ripping the bike, an old fashioned joint that Papa that Pops used to grabbed off the side of the road one day. But that's gonna be my new go to. Just ripping the bike to work for as long as I can. I think it's a vibe. It really is. It's better on your knees. It's good exercise. It sets the tone for the day. You know what I mean? Saves the environment. It's hard to beat. So my team, I had a little different approach today. I didn't try to tie it to, the best starting five. I think I got a lot of great individual players in the right setting. So I think one guy can take over on any given night. I don't think I have five, guys that work together really well. Though. I'll say it. You know what I mean? I'll be the first one to say it. But
All right. Well, we'll leave it up to the folks to see who they think is the winner of this week's battle in the comments on YouTube. Let us know, BMAC or CMAC. Good to be back.
gonna be back, baby. Now we look forward. Now we move forward. Arlington Town Day, mid-September. Make sure you're there. September, I believe, 23rd.
23rd.
Yep. Stand up and everything.
We got a big stand. If there are any of these hats left, if you didn't get them, if for some reason your audio went out when I said earlier, these MTD rope hats are available on morethandifferent.com. And if they're still available, they will be at the Town Day. But we'll see. That's a month, and these hats are going to do a lot of damage between now and then. But we will have some other stuff. Don't you worry. We have new stuff coming, and the boys are going to keep this train rolling because you guys, the people, have given us this momentum, and we're going to keep running with it. Great to be back on the podcast. We will be coming to you weekly from here on out. We won't say here on out for good, but at least for the next few weeks. And then we might take another 3-week break. Who knows? But we will be back.
We gotta stay reliable, baby. We gotta stay reliable. Come on.
Stay reliable. Well, I love the pod. I know you're a little.
You do. You're right. This is our turning point. I'm telling you. This is when
it turns. It's turning right now. Did you feel that? Tables just turned.
I'm telling you, tables are turning. We're hitting, to put it in machining terms, the tools starting to hit the metal. We're starting to chip away. We're starting to chip away at the metal, baby.
Just chip.
Bring the coolant out and everything.
Good to be back. Thanks to all who have listened and continue to listen. We'll be in touch. Take care. September is coming. Let's go. Peace.